established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. You call this a zombie apocalypse?
Hello everybody, this is The Horror Sickness and I'm back with my first update of 2013. As most of you will know, or people that watch my videos regularly will know, I have just moved. I've been working on videos in the meantime. I'm actually up to episode 9. I've just uploaded episode 9 of my collection overview where we're taking a look through my entire collection. It's taken a long time because, you know, even though it's not the biggest collection, I'm spending a bit of time on each piece and everything else. But it's going really well. I'm enjoying doing it. We have episode 10 coming up soon, hopefully. I'm working on that now, which I'm doing something a little different, so keep an eye out for that. The links will be below as well for all the episodes that I have done, plus there'll be a link to the playlist, so if you just want to click on that, it'll bring up all of them in order and you can just watch them as a playlist. If you want to spend, I don't know, 3 hours of your life doing that, that's cool. But yeah, the links will be below for that. As I said, I'm moving. Also, big thing, let me just show this.
I know it's habit forming and it's tough to quit and hard to say no when your friends are doing it.
Yeah, this is basically me announcing that as of today, even though I'm recording this on a Saturday, I'm going to upload it on the Monday, and it's the 28th of January and it is exactly 1 year since I last had a cigarette. I'm probably not going to go keep announcing it anymore. I do now class myself as a non-smoker, which is really cool. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there really quickly, and that'll be the last time you probably see that intro. I might do it after, I don't know, maybe my second year or something. What else have I got? Also, I've just posted on Facebook, for those of you that don't follow or haven't seen it, an idea that I want to do that I'm going to be working on as well. I'm thinking of getting to do some reviews, but the way that I did the review before, if you've seen for like Maniac Cop, took a lot of time to edit and everything. It's quite time consuming to get it put together. So an idea that I've come up with is just to do like a little 5-minute review, but basically do 5 reviews in that 5 minutes. So I've got a minute to review each film. Pick 5 films that are kind of connected in some way, whether it be say like the Child's Play films. Obviously there's 5 of them. Could do like one review where I review all of them in a minute each, or you could do it kind of, how do you like, the Kevin Bacon effect, where I review a film and there may be an actor or an actress that's in the next film and find some sort of connection for those films. I've called it the horror quickness, which is a bit of a tacky pun. Paul Buckaroo-Bands, I'm sure you like that one. Sorry about the Val Doonican chair, it's completely gone by the way. We had to leave it in the last apartment, it wasn't ours. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, that's another idea that I've come up with. There's a few other things that I'm kind of playing around with, but I just wanted to do this update obviously to let you guys know. Obviously I'm going to be showing a few things as well. I've got a couple of little bits that I want to show. Nothing major, just a few things that I picked up. And yeah, so let's just crack on with that. Hold on. I've done this plenty of times, you've probably seen me drinking all the time Red Bull. One day, someone from Red Bull's going to watch me doing this, and that's my thing. So if you want to send me some free Red Bull, cool. First up we'll do the non-horror. This is something my wife got me. Really happy about this. It's a Dark Knight trilogy with the lenticular cover that shows all 3 of the covers as you turn it. Really nice set, really kind of solid box. I've watched all the films, absolutely fantastic. And it also comes with this kind of making of booklet that's really nice quality. I won't go through that. But yeah, really happy to have picked up that set, or for my wife to have picked it up for me. Very nice of her. I've also got, just bear with me 1 second. I haven't unboxed this, but I do need to show it. This is the cowl set, I believe. This is from the Dark Knight Rises. And yeah, I've not unboxed it yet. I don't really have the space for it in the current setup. Sorry about the glare. I'm sure you've seen the set. But yeah, this is the Blu-ray, and it's just going to look really nice on the shelf, so thank you very much for that as well, love. Now I think pretty much onto the horror. I'll say nothing really kind of special or anything, just things that I've picked up in time, and we'll crack straight into it. First off, we have 30 Days of Night. This is the Dark Days, the follow-up to the original one, obviously. Heard mixed things about it. Majority of people seem to think it's pretty good. I'm a completist, so I've a section of my Amazon wishlist is basically to complete. So like when I've got series, I've maybe picked the original, but I haven't got any other follow-ups and things like that. So I'm starting to go through that and starting to kind of make up. When I've been doing my overview, I've realised I've got certain films and then not kind of completed them. So that's more towards that. But hopefully it's a good film as well, obviously. I've got another one which I haven't heard much about, to be honest. 30 Days of Night. Again, this is Blood Trails. And apparently this is based on the original graphic novel. Not sure where this fits in. It says on here it's the cult miniseries, which is a prequel to 30 Days of Night, so maybe give a bit of background information. If you've seen it, if you like it, if you don't, please leave comments below, let me know what you think. Next up, picked up The Last Broadcast. You know, there's that whole debate, did this influence the Blair Witch Project? It definitely came before that. I haven't got around to watching it just yet. Nice little set. All of these were picked up, by the way, for I think at most £1.50. So they're really, really cheap pickups. But yeah, I definitely needed to get that one. Be interesting to see if I can spot any kind of influence and things for the Blair Witch and how that all fits in together. Next up, we have Splice. Comes in this kind of nice, shiny slip cover. Yeah, I wanted to pick this up. I went, what film was it I was speaking about? Yeah, Vincenzo Natali. I did my overview. There's another film of his, it's just slipped my mind completely. And I mentioned that he directed this one. So it was in my mind when I got into the shop and they were doing this with a nice slip cover for £1, so I had to pick that up as well. I have seen it, I watched it at work when I was down in London a while back, in between doing things, and so I definitely need to sit down and give that another proper watch. Next up, and in a bit of a back cover really, but I paid 50p for it, so fair enough. It's the director's cut of Land of the Dead. Again, mixed things. To say it's quite a kind of budget thing as well, there is plenty of extras, so that's fair enough. Yeah, again, it's one that I watched a little while ago, so I'm going to have to give that a re-watch. One that I already had, but this is in slightly better condition and doesn't have the rip. This is The Howling with a slip cover that has the kind of bit torn out. I'll just show really quickly. Comes in this kind of fold out thing. Also, I think the copy I picked up before didn't have the booklet with it. But it's all here, even though the disc has moved across. 2 discs. £1.50 I think for that. So I'd say even though I already had it, I thought I might as well pick this one up. It's a little bit better condition than the previous one that's on my shelf, so couldn't pass up on that. Next one, slasher film that I've heard a little bit about and was interested in checking out for myself is Pig Hunt. Yeah, look, I'm expecting blood and guts and gore, and I'm sure that's what it'll be. Not really expecting much more. I'll leave that one for a second. One that I picked up, really happy to get this for 75p or £1. It's to add to my Tartan Asia Extreme collection, and this is A Bittersweet Life, filmed by Kim Ji-woon, and it comes in this really nice slipcase. Single disc, and it had all the bump with the posters and everything else inside, some special features and all that stuff. Not got around to watching it yet, so can't tell you my thoughts on it. But from reviews and things that I've seen online, it looks pretty good. But as I say, I'm still building up that Tartan Asia Extreme collection, so it was worth doing. Next up, one that I have seen and I have mixed feelings about. 95% of the film is fantastic. The ending, I'm going to have to re-watch this because Kill List, up until that last kind of 5-10 minutes, for me was brilliant. Probably one of the films of last year, and I really, really enjoyed it. As I said, up to that last 5, which kind of knocked me for a loop. But I want to re-watch it and give it another chance. The only thing, I picked this up for £1, which is really cheap, but I found it has the rental only thing on the bottom, which kind of pissed me off a little bit. I don't like that, but you know, for £1 I'm not going to complain. Talk about the Blair Witch Project, and again talking about finishing off a series of collection. Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. Not seen it, still haven't got around to watching this one. The back kind of comes landscape. I thought by the way they'd laid it out there was plenty on this, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot of extras. Seems kind of pretty bare bones. But obviously having the original and loving that one, I had to have this in the collection, pick it up, check it out. Next one, this is one that I saw, Dom. VHS Cannibali. Do you know, I've completely forgot what it used to be called. Oh my god. Anyway, he talks about, I'm going to have to cover up the back a little bit here I think, Coffin Joe, and I was intrigued. Don't know a great deal about Coffin Joe and whatever kind of goes in and around that, but this is one that he mentioned before. It's Embodiment of Evil, so saw this on the shelf and it was cheap enough, so I just need to cover up some boobage, right, yeah, so I thought I might as well pick that up, give it a look. Another one, I saw this long time ago, and I don't know, I've got it in my head that I quite liked it, but it does get mixed reviews again. It's Darkness Falls. You know, none of these are kind of out there films or things that you haven't really heard of. They're just things that I haven't really got around to picking up, and I saw them cheap, so I thought I might as well. Yeah, Killer 2 Fairy. Give it a go. As I say, I'm sure I enjoyed it last time. Got a couple of more things, but we've got this as well. I don't own the first one. I've got Rika 2, which a lot of people have said is better than the first one. Obviously I would have picked up the first one at the same time. This was like £1, so I'm sure the first one was cheaper. But they just didn't have it, so I'll keep an eye out for it. So I'm not going to watch this obviously until I've seen the first one, but I thought for the money I'd pick it up, and I'd heard from a couple of people that this one was better, or that they preferred this one, so I have to give that a go. Last up of the kind of regular stuff is this one. I've never heard of this, I've never seen anyone mention it, but it just come across as really interesting. This is called Tony, about a London serial killer. I'll read out the back. The outstanding debut from Gerard Johnson, Tony has been compared to classics Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, and Taxi Driver, one of the most important and disturbing British films of recent years. Unemployed Tony is a sympathetic recluse with severe social problems, an addiction to VHS action films, and a horrible moustache. Occasionally snaps, and murder is the result. I don't know, it just kind of grabbed me. I've not heard anyone talking about it. If you have seen it, if you know anything about it, if you like it, if you don't like it, if you have any kind of opinion, obviously in the comments again, leave that. Let me know what you think. But yeah, I might actually check this out tonight. Really looking forward to seeing what this one's all about. Pretty much last up but not least, we have a set that my wife ordered, mainly as well because she wants to watch them. It's probably one of the few things that she'd actually sit and watch. And it's the Hannibal Lecter trilogy. The Blu-ray just comes with all the regular kind of Blu-rays inside, so I'll show you real quick. We've got Hannibal, just on a regular Blu-ray. We've got Red Dragon, Blu-ray. They all have quite a lot of special features as well. They come with a decent amount of special features. And obviously the original Silence of the Lambs. Plenty of special features again. I also point out that about Manhunter and things like that. I've got Manhunter, and I've got all these on regular DVD edition and stuff, but she found a cheap copy of this and picked it up, so very, very nice of her. I don't have a huge collection in general, but I definitely don't have a huge Blu-ray collection, so that's pretty nice. It looks, you know, pretty nice on the shelf as well, just sat like that. So happy with that. So yeah, that's the end of my kind of update. Don't think there's anything else I need to show. Really quick again, just check out in the description, in the box below, links to my collection overview that I've been doing. What else have we got? I think that's about it. As I say, I'm going to be looking at doing some reviews and some other things, and that collection overview is going to keep going. As I say, I'm working on part 10. Which is going to be a little something different. I'll let you know when that comes up. Obviously you'll see it come up, and for those that are on Facebook as well, I'll put a message on there. That's about it. One thing I did really want to mention, well, a couple of little things really quickly. First up, a while ago, there's a company called Third Window Films that I think more and more people are getting to hear about and realising that they're putting out some really cool stuff. Last year, I got in touch with one of the directors of Third Window Films, and he sent me a big stack of films to check out. There's a couple of films that I want to give special mention to. They are ones that are going to be known, but out of the ones that he sent, these kind of check discs that he sent me, Cold Fish and Confessions. I know there is other stuff as well. I've got a big kind of pile of stuff to go through, but these are the ones that I'm going to be talking about in upcoming weeks, maybe part of the review thing. Also, part of the review thing, I'm definitely going to do something with this. Pete, I do apologise, obviously, with the move and everything. It's just been too crazy. But Pete sent me his Mondo Squalido Presents. This is not a mixtape, volume 1. Really happy to get this in a trade that I did with Pete, but just haven't got around to seeing it. I'll be completely honest, I haven't watched it yet. But I definitely intend on doing it this week. Got a couple of days where I'm not doing a great deal, so I'm going to watch it. I'm going to find a way to do a review, whether it's just me sat in front of the camera telling you about it, or doing a live action thing or whatever. I'll do something, promise. Thank you very much for sending that. So that's it, rambled on way too much, it's over 15 minutes already. Yeah, please, below again all the links to everything. Please check out the Horror Sickness TV, please check out the Horror Sickness on Facebook. I've also set up the Horror Sickness Twitter. These things are kind of in their infancy, so there's not a great deal going on with them, but hopefully if we get it going a little bit and I start to realise best way to use it, then, you know, in time these things will build up. But that's it. This has been Chris, the Horror Sickness. I hope you all have a great weekend. Thank you very much for watching. Take it easy.
It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder.
You call this a zombie apocalypse?